I just think that the criminal line is drawn way too far. I mean, my colleagues and friends who are in the Chicano movements in the Southwest often say, look, we didn't cross the border crossed us, right? We were here and then America came, so don't call us immigrants. Well, a similar thing happened with crime, right? It's not so much that we became more criminal, it's that more things became criminal. One way to think about it is that during Jim Crow, right, simply being black in public space was criminal activity, right? So going to a movie theater and sitting in the downstairs instead of upstairs was a crime, right? Drinking out of the wrong water fountain was a crime. Sitting in the front of the bus was a crime. Now, we look at those things now and think, well, that's ridiculous, right? These are clearly just patterns of people's lives and behavior. These are things that we think of as freedom of choice and the right to assemble. And so how could we have thought of them as criminal? So the line of what constitutes crime is socially constructed. It can move back and forward, right? My parents' relationship was a criminal relationship in the state of Virginia where I grew up 3 years before we came there. So, I mean, 3 years before we moved to Virginia, my parents' relationship was in fact a criminal relationship. So what I know for certain is that we can change what constitutes crime. And that in doing so, we don't make a world that is more dangerous. I think we actually make a world that is more free. So we can say that we are as unconcerned with inner city high school kids smoking pot at the bus stop as we are about Princeton kids getting drunk to the point of killing brain cells every Thursday night. We can just simply say, you know what, these are not activities that make us afraid. We are not afraid of young people. We're not afraid of the choices that they're making, that we don't have to police every single activity to the point of incarceration, that we can't have laws on the book that stamp sort of our social code about what matters, but that we do not have to police them at this same level. We don't, in fact, have to kind of fill our jails with people who are doing petty drug crime, right? Petty drug crime does not require the kinds of massive incarceration that it's currently getting. We can talk about property crime, we can talk about sort of, physical crimes of rape, but those things, by the way, have all been in decline as we have grown our prison population in terms of petty drug crime. There is no war on drugs, there's a war on sort of petty drug users, and I think we could make a choice not to be in that war.